Denied Entry to USA show. All right, listen up. Have you been stopped at the U.S. border? Trying to keep it going, you know what I'm saying? But whoever really knows, 290 figure road, you know what I'm saying? We got to have our business. We don't let nobody step on our toes. Blood, rip, sweat, everything right here, he's on it. Do you have a criminal record? You know who you are. Come on, bullet hole, scar. Come on, 19, 20 years in prison. YA camp, juvenile hall, Sandquist, Stroke, Florida, Court, Pelican Bay, Chino, the whole. Well, this show is definitely for you then. I think the police out here primarily arrest criminals, irregardless of their hue, criminal allegiance, sex, religion, faith, all that. They are out here to arrest criminals. And gang members tend to fall into the criminal realm. They're criminals. They shoot, kill, pack illegal weapons. They're criminals. So as a consequence of that, they have to have a gang division of the police department. No, but the kids ain't out just to arrest a certain event. They are anti-criminal. I ain't mad at them. That's their job. Although I ain't got nothing against them, as far as they being soldiers, taking money out of the bank. If they thwart me on some activity, I gotta get out of it. That's the rule. So I ain't gonna fuck with them for no reason, and they ain't gonna fuck with me. Cause I drive by the hoes. I ain't got nothing against 5-0. They push up on me, I'm getting near. And the motherfucking door. Now, reaching out to you for the beautiful Pacific Northwest. It's Ken and Lisa.
Well, hello everyone. Thanks for coming back for another episode of the Denied Entry to USA show. A show that's for you and only you, obviously, and no one else. So I'm Ken Scott. I'm a senior U.S. immigration law intelligence analyst with US Entry Waiver Services.com. And obviously, we resolve complex, well, I guess all, but complex border crossing issues. U.S. waiver, pardon, whatever, ties and equities, some removals, depending upon the complexity or yada. But the bottom line is, whatever you have that stops you from entering the USA, we can sort you out quite proper. So I was thinking today, do a quick show. I'm going to have a guest on today. And this individual, he's one of our clients, but the way he found us or verified our authenticity is very unique. So I'm debating whether I should do my traditional intro. Let's see. Yep, here we go. No, you know what? No, that's fine. I'll do my traditional intro. My tribute to you know who. Father Putin. A country besides Canada that I love so much. Worship, adore, and respect. For many reasons than I will mention here. Okay, that's enough for Father Putin for the moment. But when I was in Estonia, I went to Tallinn, I should have went over to Russia. I was going to go on the ferry, or the cruise ship, to St. Petersburg, but at the last minute, I never made it. But when I go back to Estonia, to the Tallinn office, then I may take the boat over to Russia. Having said that, something I wanted to say for all my friends in Estonia, obviously, I love you guys as well in the country, so don't mind it if I say if I say Father Putin, because I know what it's like there regarding that. So anyway, obviously I love Estonia too. If I had not, been there, I would have loved it. So anyway, so we got that out of the way. Let me get a hold of brother. For the sake of today's show, we're going to call him Mr. Singh. All right, let me just ring him up. See if Mr. Singh answers. Okay. It's a bit loud there. Holy shit.
Hello.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. So, today is the show right now, and I just wanted to reach out to you. Today's the show, the episode.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give you a quick shout out. You're on the air, so I guess I want to say millions of Canadians are listening to your voice right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, so thanks for coming on board doing the episode. So, what I was going to say, as you may be aware, there's one troll who likes to troll me. Essentially, I mean, his words are meaningless, but this one troll was was saying that we have no Surrey location. I am only literally inside a box right now, like a UPS box, and basically you don't exist. He's saying there's no clientele, no facilities, there's nothing. So you are not in existence right now, apparently. So I want you to tell, yeah. So I want you to tell the crowd what it was like when how you found us and what it was like.
So basically, I actually found you on Google.
Yeah.
And I called your number. You answered, and I basically explained my story to you, and you told me that it was a weekend actually, last year in November, a year ago exactly almost, and I gave you my story. You told me that you'd help me out, no problem, and you had hundreds of cases, professional, laid back, the best. We've become friends now, but a really nice personality and a good guy right when you start speaking to him. And so I went on Monday, and his office is on Scott Road, and just on the Surrey side of Scott Road, 120th Street and 72nd Ave, across the street from the Krispy Kreme, the only Krispy Kreme basically in Delta Lower Mainland, Metro Vancouver. And I met with his assistant when I walked in, went up to the office. Forgot the gentleman's name, but
Richard.
Really nice guy. He was Richard, exactly, Rich. Yeah. So basically, he took all my information, took copies of my passport, basically took care of me, guided me the right way, right when I walked in there. He told me exactly what I needed to do. We basically the next morning to get my court records. Ken had already been on it, so it was that whole process of the time it takes to get court records sometimes takes a long time. Ken was able to do it in less than 3-4 days, and so my application process went from 12 months, right?
Right.
We already narrowed it down to 6 months because my court records, Ken was able to pull some tricks and get my court records to me right away. So basically, after my court records came in, I had previous counseling that was done years ago. Ken introduced me to a new counselor. She talked to me. We spoke a few times over about a month period, and this is now in December. And by the first week of January, we had all my entire package all ready to go and ready for submission. Ken told me, again, I was really hesitant. I was nervous. I hadn't been down to the States in 10, 11 years. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to expect, actually. When I got there, he told me, he's like, listen, he's like, go to this border. They'll take care of you. They know me. They know my clients. They know that I send a lot of people down to them. They're more than happy to take care of you. So just go down there and you'll have no issues. Exactly, that's what happened. I got down there thinking that, it was going to be a huge mess or whatnot, and I was just super nervous. I got inside. They actually went through the car the regular way. So you basically drive like you're driving across. You see the customs officer. You tell him you're going to submit your package. He gives you a slip, just like usual if you're getting checked or whatnot.
Yep.
You pull up to to the parking lot or whatever, and you go inside and you submit your waiver, and they take care of you. They're asking no questions about anything, just to make sure they go over it with you. The gentleman actually that I had, the customs officer, he actually went through my whole application properly to make sure that I had signed it everywhere that I needed to sign it, right? And that was it. He took my my fee, $585 or whatever, at the other window in the customs office, the little their headquarters there, and that was it. I submitted my waiver, and I think January, first week of January, and my waiver was back in COVID. I think just before April 20th.
Okay, right.
Something like that.
That's right.
So literally, it was a 3-month process. So the whole entire process from me hiring Ken to me getting my waiver was from basically December to April. 4 months.
Oh wow! Even I didn't know that.
Yeah, it only took us 4 months to do it, and it was all thanks to you.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. One of the things I was going to ask you, you are in a unique position because you've actually spoken to our counselor. So in case the troll says we have no counselor that works with us, you've spoken to her, and you've been to the Surrey office.
I've spoken to her a lot. Yeah.
And see what else. Oh, and the way you verified that we were authentic, that even honestly, that blew me away. I was not expect.
Yeah. I think you were the one of the first 2 or 3 people on Google that popped up, and your ratings were really high.
Oh, thank you. But
ratings were really high. So and nowadays, if you want to know if a place is good or not, you obviously check the Google reviews, right?
Yeah, but you did something different. You made a phone call.
Oh, I made a phone call. You answered.
No.
You guided me in the right direction. You told me to go to the office on Monday morning. It was basically 2 days later. You got me into an appointment. I went to your office, your boardroom, sat with Richard, took all my documents down. You were actually on conference call too, so I was actually speaking to Richard, and you were on the phone.
But
so, no, you made sure that Richard was to get all the documents that I needed done, and then you guys basically gave me the instructions to do what to do next, and yeah, that was it.
But no, but I was talking about how
no one can miss it.
Oh no, I was talking about how you verified us another way because you made contact with a buddy of yours. I'm talking about that story.
Oh yeah, Mr. Jones in Birmingham.
Yeah, because he actually came down to the Yorkshire office.
Birmingham. He was actually he's from here, from Canada, so he's living in Birmingham, and he's the one who actually basically told me that he was the same representative that Ken was. Ken was the same representative for the both of us.
Yeah, he came out to the Yorkshire office. He met me and Mr. Ben Archer, actually, and he would tell you about that. And then, and then I guess you phoned him. I had no idea you knew him, much less phoning him. And then,
exactly. Well, you know what it was? I just let him know after I submitted my packet. I actually was talking to him, and it was funny because I was like, "Hey, man," I'm like, "This black guy, you know." Is he like, I'm doing my package, and this black guy, don't mean no offense or anything like that. This black guy, really laid back, like really friendly, really nice guy. Does he know what he's doing? And he's like, bro, this guy is the best. This guy's this. He's taking care of my everything. I've already got an interview with the embassy here, the US embassy here, and dude, just use him, and you're not gonna regret it. And yeah, basically that was it. That's all it took. He got an interview. He's been. He hasn't been back here for years now, but he's got his interview. He's almost allowed back into the States. His case was a really complex one too. Yeah, he's the one who referred me, and he loves Ken.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And for the people who don't live in Surrey, this obviously, I have nothing but love for Surrey, but the people who don't live in Surrey, they don't understand that Surrey. Everyone knows everyone knows everyone knows everyone. There's some kind of connection, and that that kind of proved it. And I tell people, like for example, in Surrey, let's say if I had I'll say dollar store. No, yeah, say dollar store, And if I start ripping off people coming in there, the word's going to get around. And then if I rip off the wrong person, I have other things to worry about than bad reviews. Because, I refer...
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people don't really know that they don't really need a lawyer to take care of this stuff for you, And you're one of the only guys in town, I think, that has a reputation, even with the fingerprinting and like the Canadian criminal record check and all that.
Oh yeah.
Stuff done. Like you have everything set up so proper that like it's so smooth. Like you on Saturday, I remember or on Friday night, I spoke to you. On Saturday morning, I heard you got my fingerprints done through Mr. Sidhu.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Pile Business Center.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
So, like, we were already on it. Like, the fingerprints were back. The fingerprints were back before Christmas.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. So I guess that did take 4 months. Yeah, you're right.
Right. It only took 4 months. You got the court records in like 3 days. You got fingerprints. I got the fingerprints done in 3 weeks. My drug test was done on Boxing Day, and it came out. Came back just after New Year's. And then that was basically the last thing was the drug test, and the results came just after New Year's. And I think like the first week of January, we submitted the package.
Right. And we did, perfectly.
Yeah.
And you got your approval. Now you can go back and forth.
I don't know on the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's like April 19th or April 20th it was a 1-year waiver. Actually, me and Ken, we already spoke about this, and we're start doing the package for the next one, for the renewal, and we're aiming for a 5-year.
Yes.
And it'll be good.
Perfect. Yeah, because you are in a unique position where you've seen a lot of things that these people have not seen. Yeah. And even the time you flew down to Cali and you went through YVR.
Yeah. Just in COVID, just recently in here in August, and I went back in September.
September. Oh. Yeah. And then you that time when you were crossing up
for August for 2 weeks, and September to October. Yeah, and I had no issues at all. Seeing the waiver, I just presented the waiver with your passport, and that's it. That's all you need to do is show them. You can't hide the waiver. You have to present it with the passport. And there's obviously during COVID, some of the customs officers may ask you, is this essential travel or not? But mine was a different case, a different scenario. So I was allowed back. Into California. No issues, no questions, no nothing. They just look at the waiver, where you're going, how long you're going for, what are you taking with you. That's all. The regular questions that everybody gets. And with my waiver, he looked at my waiver, and that's all. Nothing else. Didn't have to go in the back for fingerprint or processing. Nothing.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I haven't doing the problem. Again, my scenario is different. My spouse is a citizen of America, so I'm actually allowed to go back regardless of essential or non-essential travel, right? So I haven't decided to drive across through Washington, but I think it'd be probably the same scenario.
You won't be allowed to drive actually, unless you're an essential worker. So no, not with this COVID, unfortunately. So in your case, it has to be YVR.
I thought because my wife's still a resident there. She's not a PR here, right?
Yeah.
So I thought if we were both to travel across, you should be able to do that.
She can, but
returning American citizen, right?
She can, but you can't.
But I'm her spouse. I don't know actually.
We can talk about that offline, but I don't want anything risking your waiver. It just might. I would recommend flying down while this BS is going on with this COVID, but unless you have to, unless you can just wait until the borders reopen, and we think they're going to reopen maybe February.
And I'm hearing that they're going to be opening up pretty soon here.
Yeah, perfect. And
in the new year, so that's not too far along,
And also, I want to thank you for the gentleman you referred us to. I believe he's got his paperwork now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, was it Ali or was it the older gentleman?
It's only what's his name?
There's 2 or 3 guys.
It's the Surrey.
One was my friend. One
Oh no,
guy from Surrey.
yeah, I was gonna say since Surrey is so connected, I'm hesitant to always mention identifying data. I should just ask you off air because it's hard, like I said, so many people are interconnected there.
Yeah,
It's
of course. No. Yeah.
so right, that's fine. That's no big thing there. So
Yeah, no worries. And we can do something good. We'll chat. We'll chat soon. And yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know.
oh, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, you did an excellent show, and glad you were happy with the service. And like I said, you're one of the few who's seen quite a bit from the offices and the other staff members and etc. So the troll realizes that I'm not making. He knows I'm not making this stuff up because I don't have to make stuff up.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, no, everything was awesome, bro, and I'm going to continue using you until I need this waiver. Actually, you helped me do my spousal immigration stuff too. You gave me the contact information
for the gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So no, you're a well-connected person, man, and I'm glad that I came to you.
So she has a PR already, eh?
She's applied we've applied for the work visa, and we were supposed to do it together, but I didn't realize.
Oh, okay.
And then I did work visa. So we're gonna do the permanent residency one next couple days.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, well, my guy that I sent you to, he'll take good care of you, so it won't be an issue.
Yeah, sure.
So
no, he'll be good, yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, I won't hold you up. I know you're a busy man, so but thank you for coming on board, and I'm sure the people in the audience are grateful for your call.
Yeah, thanks.
So
thank you, Ken. I'll talk to you soon then.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, bro.
Okay, bye. Okay, so he's gone. Yeah, so he's gone. That's the client. He's a really good, really good client, so to speak. I mean, he gave us what we needed at the time. He's a pleasant fellow. I mean, I have no complaints whatsoever. He just, I wish every client was just like that. Although I have to admit, a good 90% of the clientele we have are like that. So we don't take just any client. I mean, the thing is, he went over it when he said that fact that you just cannot call and come down, or mostly you just cannot drop in because you do not have the location. And one of the things, I never asked him, but one of the things, ways we do it is because the fact that on the website we list the box, and the box is fine. So just in case we get someone who should not be coming down because they're not all there upstairs, so to speak, we do have a bit of a screening process we go through, and I don't want to bore anyone about the process now. And also a security thing. And if you pass the screening, so to speak, and you have sound mind, and obviously if you can afford the fees, we have you come down, and we do 95% of everything. You do very little or no work. I mean, the letters of reference, the rehabilitation, your letter, the research, everything. And some clientele qualify for free prints, free testing. I guess I should say complimentary. And the complimentary counseling. So some do, some don't. The higher you are in the food chain, the more that stuff comes complimentary. The lower you are in the food chain, then I mean, obviously you have to pay because it's still a business. And I have to admit, we cater to the big fish. I could say he's right up there in the big fish category. He's at the beginning of where the big fish start, so to speak. So yeah, he and his friends are definitely up there. So in that sense, that part's good to go. And we put out a lot of free, we give a lot of free content anyway, free videos, YouTube. Check out the stuff we put up there, because if I can save you guys some money, then I'm more than happy to do that if possible. And this is COVID, and I know not everyone has deep pockets. There's not many AC cons running around. And when we do these shows, certain people, they don't mind their names mentioned for some reason. In fact, they want their names mentioned, so I don't mind it. So that's why I refer to AC Khan, Sequinder Singh, and Jazz Singh. They like the attention, I guess, but they have no issues whatsoever. But his name obviously is changed to protect the client's, personal info. Same with the gentleman in Birmingham. This also has been changed. So it's kind of too bad, because I wish we could just not have to do it that way. But after all, I mean, the people that have gotten in trouble in the past. So some of them, this is a bit of a sensitive topic that they have. So it is what it is, and that's it. And let's see. How long have I been talking so far? Oh, well, I'm getting better now. Looks like I only have 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes left. Because I have a bad habit of being long-winded. I'm terribly sorry about that, but it is what it is, and that's just me. But I want to use up my last 3 minutes here. And what I can do is the one gentleman who's in that special chat room who had a question about if he had a charge, does he require US waiver? For you, sir, I'm going to do a special show or special episode and post that and show you in the regulations exactly where it says that you may or may not need a waiver. It's kind of hard to explain without actually having it on the screen. But like the ones I've done recently here the past few days, I'm going to go to each window and show you exactly where and why and how. And in that way, you'll be good to go. One thing I want to touch upon before my time is up, these sex crimes are very hard to clear. And I don't know, I'm just thinking if I should say this. And that's fine. I know for competitors who may be watching, these sex crimes are really hard to clear. We can still clear them, but they are a lot of work. So if a person goes to a discount waiver company, to Batman's Pardons and Waivers, and pays $6.99 and he gets denied, that kind of case or whatever, he only has himself to blame for that. One of the things I want to emphasize is the fact that for sex assault type convictions, and again, it's not legal advice, yada, yada, for the troll, you really should not include any kind of police report or transcripts, even if the service asks for it. Because what they do is they look at those transcripts and they have a designation for you. And depending upon where you fall in that designation, you could make it harder to get cleared. And I'll kind of leave it there for the moment. I'm going to have a training class on that probably. I may do that next week. But this is something I discovered, something I ran into today in a case. And I see how this gentleman's case, he had the wrong designation that was done by a lawyer, of all people, messed his case up as well. But prior to that, he went to a discount waiver company back east. So
90 seconds.
So go figure. And beyond that, I guess I better get ready to sign off here. Let's see where I'm at now. There we go. So, wow. So today it was less than it normally is, and I'm proud of myself. So all you guys, just enjoy your life, work hard, stay safe from COVID, and stay tuned for other exciting episodes of the Denied Entry to USA show. Although I also call it the US Entry Waiver show. So I call it either or. But just remember, www.usentry-waiver-services.com or sendittoken.com. 1-888-908-3841 or 604-332-9213. So Denied Entry to USA. We are there when you need us.
Here I stand, Doug Bent, gotta represent South Central LA every day, nigga, month, yeah. 34 to be exact, nigga, feel me. Atomic dog, I'm in your zone, your area. Bull massive pit bull terrier. I'm coming through like the roof up in chambers. Third light, get it right, nigga, danger.
10 seconds.
Ain't no killing me. Lock and load, double back, I how you feeling. 40 Glock up on your block. Headshot, chest plate getting blown when the 9 knocks, and in the distance ain't no resistance. Say your homeboy swear they gonna murder me. Said they heard of me and think I'm on a murder spree. But when they roll up, Chase try to find me, That's when I'm dumping with the fat Mac 90. From the cradle to the grave, Bobby kicking static. I've been around from revolvers to automatic. See, I'm a stand-up, stomp down soldier. Much older now from back then when I was thugging in my stars on my black sweat. See, I'm a G, nigga, married to the thug shit. Here to C-O-E, sure and stick. That's how we do it, kicking back. What up? Join us next time for another episode of the Denied Entry USA show. Our show to not only educate you about US Entry Waiver, but we're also here to help you stay out of trouble. Make your choices in life wisely. Handle your business, or your business will handle you. Yeah, we right now we gonna give y'all a little something about what happens on an everyday life over here, man. Each and every day it's the same niggas, the same people, the same community, whatever. We don't change. We made it, don't see that club with me, vibes on creep. Don't beat, if you got beat, let's handle it in the street. That's great, fake cake, my G goes faster. Spit like none of those chronic, it's over the whole fucking house.